There's fish on the bottom all throughout here, about 70 feet out. So this is where you'll find walleyes, right on the slope down, because up there it's only a foot deep. Nice cast. Man, that thing casts a long ways. Okay, I gotta get my lights out. I'm in violation of the law right now, and I do not want to violate the law.
I've been meaning to text her because I got a couple of coworkers that want to buy some sourdough.
Oh, cool. She'll be happy to hear that. Anytime somebody wants sourdough, she gets all excited. She really loves it. You know, anybody who becomes good at something loves what they do when they're good at it. It's just the way it is. If you're good at something, it's fun to do it. If you suck at it, it's not fun.
I love pooping so much.
I know. Steve, you gotta poop? Is that what you're trying to tell me? I gotta take you back to the boat ramp? Or do you need to do an aqua dump? Look what you're doing. You're ruining the boat. So far, I haven't located the walleyes or the technique to catching them. But we're gonna figure it out. We're gonna figure it out, Steve. I've done it before. I can do it again. I did it with this husky jerk last time. So let's try the husky jerks. And I will turn the scope back so we can watch behind us and see if anything comes up to eat. Well, didn't get to see that on camera, but I got me a big dog. Big old walleye. Big old. This sucker's probably 30 inches. Whew. Going after big walleyes. Come along, let's go get them. You feeling bottom pretty good? Good. There he is. I'll just boat flip him. Nah, better net him. Hold on, Steve. Hold on, Steve. There he is. Oh, yeah. Swim bait walleyes, baby. That's what I'm talking about. I guess I don't need a heavier jig head. Oh, nice. Very nice. How do you like that? I'm not talking to you, Mr. Walleye. I know you don't like it. Look at where that fish was hooked. Bam. Bam, right in the snout. Bleed them out. I have 2 stringers, one for me, one for Steve. Oh. We got boat wakes. I'm getting splashed in the face by fish. My butt crack's hanging out. I can feel the people in that boat looking at my butt crack right now. I think we should catch another one. Look at how dirty the water is here, folks. You see that jig right there? 3 inches it's gone. Maybe 4 inches. And that walleye just slurp it down. He super slurped it. Let me give you a little closer look at what we're using here. It's pretty awesome, isn't it? This is my last one of these bright chartreuse paddle tails here, but these are who makes them. Salmo Slick Shad, 4.3 inch. This one is a nice color too. I'll be using this when this one gets torn up. You can also use some of the other Berkeley baits. Power Bait makes a nice one called a Ripple Shad. I like to use anything out here between 3 and 6 inches. 6 inches is a little big, but there's some pretty big pike out here, so you can get into that. Yeah, now here's the Power Bait Ripple Shad. This is Fire Tiger. That's my go-to bait in muddy water for big walleyes off the bottom. So where we're fishing right now is about 10 feet deep, right on the edge of the shipping channel, right on the step where it comes up. And so that's where we're casting to. Just casting to these staged up walleyes post spawn. They're spawned way upriver. Now they're coming down, leaving, going out into the lake. That'd have been a great garden rock. Because, oh, right under the boat. We're gonna just boat flip them. He's a nice little one. Just the right size, you know what I mean?
Perfect little eater.
Yeah, that's what we're going for. Eaters, right? You want to take us out a little deeper and anchor us up just a little deeper? You want to be able to cast where I just hooked this fish at, but you also want to be able to cast a little further closer to the shipping channel. Coming in. Coming in hot. He didn't want to go in there, did he? Thanks, Steve. They're snapping, aren't they? Ow. See, mine are only a foot at the most. Oh, I messed them right there, dude. Right there. There we go. Try the old Crush City. Oh boy. That sounded really awesome. So here is a little rigging tip for when you're setting up your swim baits. Take the eye of the hook and line it up alongside the body of the bait. Put the point of the hook right at the tip of the bait and notice where the eye of the hook is setting on the bait. That's where your hook point is going to come out. so that you can maintain a straight profile on the bait. Or else, if you have it come out too soon, there will be too much hook hanging out, and if you have it come out too far down the body, you're going to have a curl or a bend in the bait, and it will spin through the water, and you don't want that. Now, seeing as we are fishing in some very, very dirty, muddy water, and we don't have any rocks or any structure that's sharp, we're not going to bother tying on leaders. A lot of times when you're fishing in rocks with zebra mussels or debris on the bottom, a monofilament or a copolymer or even a fluorocarbon leader is good to have because they're a little bit more abrasive resistant than braided line. Braided line is a bunch of little fibers woven together, and once you start fraying away at one fiber, the other ones go a little bit easy too. So we don't have that problem here, so we're just going to tie straight to braid using the polymer knot. Yeah, Steve's got him. Steve's got a big donkey. Big donkey walleye.
Yeah, that's a good walleye.
Big donkey. Could be a big northern pike too, you know.
Could be a big pike. I think it's a good walleye though.
It's coming in like a walleye.
Yeah.
It's gonna go right in the net like a walleye too. Let's see, what do we have here? Catfish? Catfish. It's gonna be a catfish. Oh, sheephead.
Oh, come on.
That is the biggest sheephead I've seen in a long time. Hey, dude, that's a master angler sheephead. Holy crap! Look at that. This is oh, that is a slob of a sheephead. Holy moly! Wow. All right, later. Whoa. Geez, Steve, you got me all wet. I snagged into something. Don't worry about it. I got something by the tail, dude. I think it's a carp or a catfish or something. We won't be showing this on camera. He smacked it. Got him. I don't know what it is, Steve. Feels like a walleye. Yes, thank you, Steve. Thank you, Steve. Good net job. Well, the hook's already out. Yeah, Steve. Nice hook set, too. I saw you bury that hook. Drive it home. What is that? There you go. That seems about right to me. Oh, Steve. Right under the boat, dude. That was spectacular. I don't know what this is. I think it's a pike. I don't know. Is it a catfish or is it a walleye? It is a walleye. Oh, there we go. Thanks, buddy. Oh, another one right there. Got him? Yep. Yep. You got him.
Not a good hook set.
It's all right. It's good. It's a good hook. Here.
I don't think I've ever worked so hard for a walleye.
But you got it, finally. You didn't give up.
I probably have worked harder. I've worked harder than that.
I didn't hear you give up. I heard you sighing.
Yeah, I was getting a little frustrated.
I heard the frustration, but then you persevered. You kept going.
I didn't complain because it'd be like that sometimes.
Yeah.
Hook's already out. The most mangled walleye I've ever cleaned, and you're getting all up in me. Just absolutely hacking it to pieces.
Let's see. How bad is it, Steve? Oh. Not too bad.
Listen, you got me on a slippery
Sunday night, eh?
slippery.
Oh, yeah. Look at that.
Dust devils dance on the cracked red earth. Sun beats down with a fiery worth. Been walking this line since the day of my birth, searching for something more than just dirt. Oh, the mountains call my name through the wind and the driving rain. This wild heart